And these clips, I'm going to demonstrate how to disarm a person from disarm a gun from a person. So there's many good techniques that show you how to disarm a gun from somebody. But that don't mean it's always effective. I'm gonna go into areas how to disarm a gun for somebody without getting hurt or end up struggling with somebody. Because like, I believe like this, if somebody pull a gun out on you, you do have the right to defend yourself and use as much necessary you need to protect yourself, those around you, from getting shot or getting hurt. Like for example, like point the gun from here, back up. When somebody pulled out a gun on you, there's a lot of good techniques to show you how to take away a gun. You see what I'm saying? Those are good and dandy, but those things only work against people who's not in the martial art. What if you come across a martial artist who good with his or her feet, but he decided to draw a gun on you? So if you do point, if you take the gun from somebody from here, she's not skillful, but put your hand up and try to counterattack, stop me from, see, I can't disarm her because she's stopping me from taking a gun. So I have to go to a whole different technique to take the gun. So from here, you know, so stuff like that. Or some people in the law enforcement, they also would tell you the same thing. Point a gun, you pull the gun here, see, and you grab me. No, put your whole body to grab me, stop me from shooting. See, stuff like that. We're going to end up struggling. Try to take the gun. I'm going to try to take the gun. We're going to end up struggling. See, all that is, see, a lot of martial arts schools don't teach the students what if. What if it don't work? Like point the gun. What if I do this? I do everything the instructors say and just don't stand there, counterattack. I do everything the instructors say. Okay, first I'm gonna take the gun from you. I do this technique from here. I do everything to take the gun, you know, so stuff like that. Those are good techniques, but it's not really effective depending on the person who's holding the gun. What if the person is a martial artist and he's prepared for you to try to take that gun? One of the things I learned working as a professional bodyguard, when you in a situation you have to protect your client, and for whatever reason you get in a situation, the opponent pull out a gun. I'm gonna walk her through it, how to counterattack. And I'm gonna go here, I take the gun. She gonna quickly grab my arm. So we're gonna end up struggling. Who gonna keep the gun? So stuff like that. So I don't wanna sweep her. See, sweep her from here to try to take the gun, because we're gonna end up on the ground struggling. So you have to keep this in mind. So this is why I believe that if somebody pull a gun out on you, just don't take the gun from the person. You break her arm, you fraction it, or you connect the joint. You do whatever you have to do to cause severe pain to that person to get that gun from him or her. Like from here. Okay, stand here, stay in the camera. like from here. You go through the same thing. You take the gun here, then you break, then take the gun. You see what I'm saying? One more time. From here, you standing there, hunt. Okay, my fault. You wanna, if somebody pull a gun out on you, you wanna break that arm, or you wanna fraction it. Pull the gun, you know, first you ward it off here, then you let your arm slide here, right by the elbow, and then break from here. I'm not close as I want because I don't want to block the camera. Because actually you want to be this close. Point the gun, because he's going to still point the gun. Okay. So if somebody, okay, point the gun. So if somebody point, there's different ways depending on the individual. How people gonna point the gun. Traditionally, most people who are actually not comfortable with a gun, they're gonna point the gun, straighten the arm out. They're gonna point the gun like this. Back up a little bit. Okay, just like that. All right. The arm is straight. All right. So what you want to do, you know, after you redirect the gun out of the way, come directly behind the elbow, and you break it here. Bam, just like that. Then take the gun. The reason is that you want to limit your opponent continue fighting. You want to actually stop him for retaliating, counterattack. Go. From here, you're standing there. Break. You don't have to sling your arm down, just keep it out, because you're resisting.
No, if you break my arm, I'm going to drop
No,
it.
not always.
Oh.
Because they're going to lock out with him.
Oh, okay.
You know. So go from here, you're standing there. Then break. Then take the gun. So stuff like that. So I'm gonna go slow from here. You're standing there, like, even if the person holding the gun like that up against your head, try that. See how the person he holding the gun up like that, and you looking down, you know, you looking down just like that. You have the arm bent, you know, point the gun directly at me. Even the person, if the person having the gun, just don't look real with it. Okay? Even the person doing like that, it's still the same thing. Bam. See? Bam. See? You break it. So there's many ways of taking away a gun. Because the position is slightly different, that don't mean you cannot take the gun. Like I was watching the news the other day, that's how the person had the gun against the victim's head. Hold it. And then just like that, you know, and the person was going, you know, stuff like that, because he was scared to get shot, you know. So from here, hunt, see, bam, you break it, you know, then you disarm. Same thing, if you hold it just like that, the same thing, you know, bam, you break it, you know. You don't focus on just taking it, because